Well, opening statements today in the case of Bob Leonard finally began. He is the second person to go to trial for the explosion that killed 2 people in the Richmond Hill subdivision.
Now, a judge moved that trial to Allen County because of pretrial publicity here. And Eyewitness News reporter Rich Van Wyk is in Fort Wayne tonight with how attorneys opened their case. Rich?
John, prosecutors are using the same legal tactic in this trial that appeared to work so well for them in the first trial. They are leading off with the testimony of residents and rescuers, using their very personal, their very emotional descriptions of what occurred in that neighborhood 3 years ago to give jurors a clear picture of what went on. Prosecutors began their case against Bob Leonard by setting the scene. The first firefighters to arrive in the Richmond Hill neighborhood testified they witnessed the destruction, confusion, and futile attempt to save a young man's life. In her opening statements, lead prosecutor Denise Robinson promised jurors, "This is not an accident. This is an intentionally set explosion, and you will hear why." Prosecutors intend to prove Bob Leonard tampered with gas lines, filled the home with natural gas, then used a microwave oven to set off an explosion so huge it destroyed more than 30 homes and damaged dozens of others. Neighbors Jennifer and Dion Longworth were killed. Leonard's attorney, in his opening statement, warned jurors to prepare for things they never thought they would see and hear. Ted Minch insists the state's evidence shows what happened, but not who is responsible, saying Bob Leonard is not responsible for the acts you will hear about. Leonard's younger half-brother, Mark Leonard, was the ringleader of a plot to destroy his girlfriend's home and collect a $300,000 insurance policy. The same prosecutors who convicted Mark Leonard of similar charges are using most of the same witnesses and evidence against Bob Leonard. Marion County Prosecutor Terry Curry insists they're taking nothing for granted.
There's absolutely no slam dunk in putting together a trial of 6 weeks, 150 witnesses, thousands of exhibits.
Prosecutors are trying to prove that, again, Bob Leonard is responsible for the explosion, but that in doing so, he also knew the likelihood of someone being killed. That is an important legal point, John and Andrea, that they want to prove as they try to prove not only his guilt, but get a sentence in prison of life without parole.
All right, thank you. Rich Van Wyk reporting tonight from Fort Wayne.